What about the tone-deaf assassin?
Just talking heads.
See, really, what just happened there, in a weird way, not to make light of the situation, but you were bullied. You were, in fact, bullied during your job. You were trying to give a good accounting of yourself, and I was bullying you. And really, a weird segue to get to, but you know this man from his memorable mixed martial arts battles, a man who helped build the sport, a man who's trained some of the more common of the pioneers of MMA, and a guy who, of course, now can be heard along with yours truly on Showtime's productions of Strikeforce telecasts, and a man who not only is a father, husband, but definitely a guy who likes to help the fellow man. I'm talking about Frank the Legend Shamrock. And Frank, before we begin our conversation today and getting into the topic of anti-bullying and the campaign that you're involved in called We Stand Together, it's interesting because obviously through life when you go to school, and there's all different types of personalities and everything, and it's as cliche as it may sound, you watch shows like Glee. Well, I know I'm a Gleek anyway. I was one of those kids, believe it or not, and I know this will shock you. In grade 8 and 9, I got put into lockers. I was, the human pinball machine against the thing, and it was interesting because I knew that I was the smaller guy. I knew that I was the class clown. And I knew that what they were doing were just their insecurities, the jocks and the so-called tough people. But it's interesting that in the summer going to senior high school, I made a conscious decision to say, you know what? I'm not going to take this anymore. I became a high school wrestler, not the best one, but it did teach me self-confidence and discipline, helped my esteem. And I guess, Frank, what I'm saying is I think all of us at one time or another have either been bullied or know someone who has. Was that a fair assessment?
I would think so. I mean, I was the same goofy kid with the funny bowl cut and the 9,000 teeth in my grill. So, yeah, I mean, everybody's experienced it. Now it's just everywhere. It's in the workplace. It seems to be touching everybody's life.
Well, and it's even happening, unfortunately, on the social network mediums. We just recently heard of a gay teenager, I guess, who had been bullied online through Facebook or Twitter or one of the social network mediums and committed suicide. And it's happening, unfortunately, more and more. And, Frank, I guess the first question is, why now? Why are you getting involved in this campaign at this time? And what is We Stand Together all about, and what are we trying to accomplish here?
Well, what we're trying to do first and foremost is bring some attention to this. I mean, I didn't know bullying was going on. Everybody's really, really nice to me. I think it was all the world titles and the butt kicking I did. But, everybody's really nice to me, and I live in this special world. I got bullied, and I took a moment and look around, and I realized everybody's getting bullied, and the kids are getting bullied, and it's a major, major problem. And the deeper I looked into it, I mean, we've got people killing themselves. We've got 19,000 kids that try to kill themselves each year because of bullying. I mean, that's just insane. We've got 160,000 kids that miss school each day because of bullying. Like, it's a major, major problem. And, I'm retired. I spent my life in a cage proving, A, that mixed martial arts is good for you and sports is great for you, and B, standing up for something. And I think it's time to stand up against bullying.
I totally concur, and I think someone with your magnitude, not only in the sport, because you're right, and that's the thing about MMA and even all the critics of mixed martial arts. Oh, you guys are, you're brutal monsters, human cockfighting, all that crap. Whereas, in fact, mixed martial arts literally saved your life, didn't it, Frank?
It saved my life. I mean, I was in institutions my entire life. I was abused as a child. I was bullied. And, I was raised by the state of California, and God bless the state of California. We're near bankrupt every year. We got some major, major problems here. But, sports and the accomplishment in the ring, in the cage, on the mat with my community, that's what makes you strong to stand up to a bully. That's what makes you okay to say, I'm not okay with this, and tell your mom, tell your dad, and let people know what's going on. StandTogether.us is our social community. And, we're going to tell the truth. We're going to tell people what's going on. We're going to tell them about bullying. Because I think first thing is, get it out there in front of people. Once people know what's going on, they're going to take action and do something about it.
So exactly that. Stand up together. There's many different ways of getting involved through social networking and other stuff. But what exactly defines bullying, Frank? What are we looking at? And, of course, not everyone is going to become a mixed martial artist. Maybe not everyone has the resources or wherewithal to even take self-defense classes. But talk to us about bullying and what it is and the impact, as we've just mentioned, some of the numbers that it has on our youth.
Well, bullying is any time that you put somebody down or speak against them because of their beliefs, who they are, or how they look or feel. And, that's not communication. That's not humanity. That's being mean. That's